Every morning, millions of people worried about their old age do exactly the same thing. They put a spoonful of collagen in their coffee, in their smoothie, or in their glass of water, blindly believing that they are giving their skin and their knees the cement they need to not collapse. The wellness community has adopted collagen as the holy grail of youth, and it is true that scientific research backs many notable benefits. However, there is a giant, almost painful gap between the dramatic effects we read about in studies and the modest or null results that most of my patients experience in real life. Hello, I am Dr. Cezar Villarreal, and today I have to be the person who tells you the uncomfortable truth. If you are taking collagen alone, it is very likely that you are throwing your money in the trash. The explanation of why it does not work for you has been hiding in plain sight in the medical literature, but nobody tells you because it is easier to sell you the jar than to teach you the biochemistry. But before I explain what is failing, I want us to pause. This channel is not a monologue, it is a consultation. Many people take supplements in silence, feeling frustration because their knee hurts when climbing stairs, or because they see that their skin loses firmness and they feel it is their fault or that they are already old. I want to tell you that it is not your fault, and you are not alone in this. I want to invite you to go right now to the comments and vent. Tell us, what is your case? Have you been taking collagen for months without seeing results? Is it joint pain that worries you, or is it sagging skin? Write it below. By reading, you will realize that there are thousands of people in your same situation, and that this space is a safe community where we support each other to find real solutions. And if you want to stop guessing with your health and start applying science that works, subscribe to the channel right now. It is a free commitment to your well-being that ensures you receive unfiltered medical truth. Now let us reveal the truth that changes everything. The problem with collagen is its bioavailability. Collagen by itself cannot activate all the regeneration mechanisms your body needs. When you consume it in isolation in your morning coffee, you only access a minimal fraction of its potential. Think of it this way, collagen is a giant protein. It is like a long, heavy chain. When it reaches your stomach, your digestion breaks it into tiny pieces to be able to absorb it. But once those pieces are in your blood, your body does not know that you want them to go to your face or your knee. For your body, that is just food. It will use it for energy to repair any muscle or simply eliminate it. This is where the hidden failure comes in. Having the bricks, which is the collagen powder, is useless if you do not have the masons who build the wall. Peer-reviewed studies show that a specific combination can amplify the effectiveness of collagen several times. Your body needs two key ingredients to take those loose amino acids and weave them back into a firm and elastic collagen fiber. Without these two elements, the collagen you took stays floating in your system or is discarded. It is like having a powerful medicine locked in a bottle you cannot open. Today, we are going to explore why collagen fails when used independently, and I will reveal the exact formula that releases all its potential. If you have problems with joint pain, paper-thin skin, hair loss, or brittle nails, this evidence-based approach is the missing piece. The research is convincing, and to implement the solution, you only need two additional ingredients that are very economical and easy to get. In the next block, I am going to introduce you to these two activators. I will explain why the vitamin C you take is probably not working, and what is the forgotten mineral that acts as the glue of your tissues. Get ready, because you are going to understand for the first time how your skin really works. I told you that your body receives the collagen, breaks it down, and then does not know what to do with it. It is left with the puzzle pieces, but without the reference image to put it together. For your body to say, these amino acids are to repair the skin on the face and the cartilage in the knee, it needs a specific chemical order. And that order can only be given by two substances that act as foremen in this construction work. If they are not present at the exact moment you digest the collagen, the work stops. The first activator, the knitting needle. The first ingredient is one you think you know, but that you are probably using wrong in this context, vitamin C. And no, I am not referring to taking it for the flu. I am referring to its structural role. Listen to this carefully because it is fascinating. Collagen chemically is a triple helix. Imagine a very tight braid of 3 ropes. For those ropes to stay together and not fray, they need to go through a chemical process called hydroxylation. This is where vitamin C comes in. It is the fuel for the enzymes that weave that braid. Without enough vitamin C circulating in your blood while you absorb the amino acids from collagen, hydroxylation does not occur. The result? Your body produces defective, weak, and flabby collagen. It is like trying to build a brick wall without cement. You can stack the bricks, the collagen, but at the first push or the first movement, the wall falls. That is what happens in your skin when you see sagging. There is collagen, but it is loose. It has no structure. Clinical studies have shown that when you add vitamin C along with collagen intake, the synthesis, that is the actual manufacturing of new tissue, can increase up to 8 times compared to taking collagen alone. It is an abysmal difference. It is not taking more quantity, it is giving the body the tool to use it. The second activator, the forgotten mineral. But the story does not end there. If vitamin C is the cement, we are missing the iron of the beams. We are missing the element that gives it that elastic resistance that your skin had at 20 years old. Here I present the great forgotten one of modern nutrition, copper. Almost nobody talks about copper, but it is vital. There is an enzyme in your body called lysyl oxidase. Its name sounds complex, but its function is simple. It is in charge of creating the cross bridges between collagen fibers. Imagine a fishing net. If the knots are loose, the net does not catch anything. Copper is in charge of tightening those knots. Without adequate levels of copper and its companion zinc, the collagen you manage to produce is unstable and fragile. Have you seen that skin that looks very thin like onion paper that breaks with nothing? That is usually a sign of a collagen matrix that does not have enough crosslinks. The synergy of the triad. So here we have the real equation of rejuvenation. It is not take collagen. Your body's mathematical formula is collagen peptides plus vitamin C plus copper equals new tissue. If one is missing, the equation gives 0. That is why you see so many people taking the most expensive supplement on the market and looking the same 6 months later. They are failing in synergy. Their body is using that expensive collagen simply as calories, converting it into glucose or energy, but not into skin or cartilage. It is frustrating, I know. The industry sells you the white jar promising magic, but forgets to tell you that without the cofactors, the magic does not happen. The absorption myth. Now, I want to demystify something important. Many patients tell me, doctor, but I eat a lot of oranges, or I take a multivitamin in the morning and collagen at night. The body's biochemistry works in real time. The half-life of these components in blood is short. For activation to work, the triad must meet in the stomach almost at the same time. You need that when the amino acids from collagen flood your blood. Vitamin C and copper are already there waiting with tools in hand, ready to start working. If you take collagen at 8 a.m. and vitamin C at 8 p.m., you miss the opportunity. The train already passed. So the big question is, how do we achieve this perfect combination in daily life without having to be pharmaceutical chemists and without spending a fortune on 3 different supplements? Is there a way to do it naturally, rich, and effective? The answer is yes. And it is simpler than you think. In the next block, we are going to get practical. I am going to give you the master recipe. I will tell you exactly what type of collagen to buy because not all are equal with what liquid to mix it to have the exact dose of natural vitamin C and what small snack to add to cover copper without needing extra pills. In addition, we will resolve the eternal doubt. Does hot coffee destroy collagen or is it a myth? Do not leave because we are going to prepare together the protocol that does work. We have reached the part I like most, the moment to translate complex science into simple actions you can do in your kitchen, because it is useless to understand hydroxylation if you do not know what to buy at the supermarket or how to mix it in your cup. Let us design together your youth cocktail. And I want to be very specific here because details make the difference. Step 1, choosing the right brick. The first thing is the collagen itself. If you go to the store, you will see 1,000 options. Which one works? Do not buy whole collagen or common gelatin for this. It is too hard to digest. You need to look for a keyword on the label, hydrolyzed or bioactive peptides. This means that the laboratory already did the dirty work of pre-digesting the protein, breaking it into microscopic particles that your intestine absorbs in minutes. The dose? Science suggests that the sweet spot is between 10 and 15 grams daily. Less than that is insufficient to see structural changes. More than that, your body simply eliminates it. One heaping measuring spoon is usually the standard measure. Step 2, the thermal activator, the coffee myth. Here comes the question they ask me every day in consultation. Doctor, if I put collagen in my boiling coffee, do I burn it? Let us resolve this once and for all. Hydrolyzed collagen is a very resistant protein. It withstands temperatures up to 300 degrees Celsius before degrading. Your coffee boils at 100 degrees. So no, you are not killing the collagen by putting it in hot coffee. You can keep doing it. But, and here is the big but, remember that we need vitamin C to activate it. And vitamin C does die with heat. It is thermosensitive. If you put lemon in your boiling coffee, which would also taste horrible, or if you take your vitamin C supplement with a sip of scalding tea, you are destroying the activator. So what is the trick? Take your collagen in coffee if you want, that is fine. But take vitamin C separately with a glass of room temperature or cold water immediately after or at the same time. This ensures that both meet in the stomach intact. Step 3, the master formula. So this is the ideal protocol that I recommend. 1. At your breakfast, mix your 10 grams of hydrolyzed collagen in your favorite beverage, coffee, tea, smoothie. 2. The acid companion. Immediately afterwards, drink a glass of water with the juice of half a lemon or an acerola. If you have gastritis and lemon does not suit you, use a non-acidic vitamin C supplement, such as sodium ascorbate of 500 milligrams. 3. The Mineral Touch Copper Zinc. You do not need to buy a copper pill. Nature already gave it to you. Add to that breakfast a small handful of walnuts, almonds, or a teaspoon of pure cocoa powder. These foods are natural bombs of copper and zinc. By doing this collagen, lemon, and nuts, you are creating the perfect regeneration storm in your stomach. Safety and warning, safety first. Now, as a doctor, I must take care of you. Although this is food, there are precautions. First, kidney stones. If you have a history of oxalate kidney stones, be careful with excesses of vitamin C. The body converts excess vitamin C into oxalates. In your case, stick with the natural vitamin C from lemon and do not use 1,000 milligram supplements. Second, allergies. If you buy marine collagen, remember that it comes from fish and shellfish. If you are allergic, it can give you a serious reaction. In that case, look for bovine or porcine collagen, which are equally effective. And third, quality collagen comes from bones and skins of animals. If those animals were exposed to heavy metals, the collagen also was. Invest in a brand that has a heavy metal-free certificate or that is pasture-raised. It is your health. It is worth investing a little more in purity. Now you have the recipe, the technique, and the safety. But the final piece is missing: patience and lifestyle. How long does this take to show in the mirror? What happens if you eat sugar? In the next and final block, we are going to talk about real timelines. I will tell you what to expect in week 4 and in week 12, and I will reveal what is the mortal enemy that can destroy all this progress, even if you take perfect collagen. Do not leave, because this is what will define whether you succeed or fail long term. You already have the ingredients and know how to mix them. But now I need to ask you something that no pill can give you: intelligent patience. We live in the era of the immediate. We want to take a pill today and have the knee pain disappear tomorrow. But collagen does not work like an analgesic that turns off pain. Collagen is building material. And building a solid building takes time. The calendar of truth, what to expect. I want to be very honest with you so you do not give up before time. If you start this protocol tomorrow, this is what is going to happen. During the first month, you will probably look in the mirror and say, "Doctor, I look the same." And you are right. At this stage, the changes are internal and invisible. Your body is wise before fixing wrinkles, which are aesthetic. It is going to use that new collagen to repair vital things, the walls of your arteries, and above all, the lining of your intestine. You will feel that your digestion improves and that you are less bloated. That is the sign that it is working. The magic of week 12, clinical studies usually measure real results in skin and joints starting at 3 months, 12 weeks. This is where you will start to notice that the skin on your body feels more hydrated, less dry, and that the crunch in your knee when climbing stairs decreases. Do not give up before reaching this goal. Consistency is the secret that beats genetics. The mortal enemy, glycation. But attention, because there is one thing and only one that can ruin all this effort, even if you take the best collagen in the world. The enemy is called sugar. There is a chemical process called glycation. Imagine you put an apple in hot caramel. The outer layer gets hard and brittle, right? That is exactly what excess sugar does to your collagen. Blood sugar sticks to collagen fibers and caramelizes them. It makes them rigid, dry, and easy to break. If you take your collagen religiously in the morning, but spend the rest of the day eating refined flours, cookies, and sodas, you are destroying the bricks faster than you can put them down. For this protocol to work, you need to cut down on sugar. It is the best cosmetic that exists. Your new youth ritual. So this is the summary of your new life. It is not about obsessing over old age. It is about giving your body the structural dignity it deserves. Every morning when you prepare your mixture of collagen, lemon, and nuts, do not just think about wrinkles. Think that you are strengthening the tendons that will allow you to walk upright at 80 years old. Think that you are shielding your intestine. It is an act of self-love that takes you less than 3 minutes. I hope this information has torn down the myths that had you stuck and has given you a clear map. Now I have a mission for you. We all know someone who complains of knee pain, or a friend who spends fortunes on creams without seeing results. Do not keep this secret to yourself. Share this video with them. Send it to them on WhatsApp right now. You could be saving them years of frustration and wasted money. If you liked this masterclass, give it a like so YouTube knows we want more science and less marketing. And if you are going to try the Triad protocol, write in the comments, I accept the challenge. I want to see how many of us are committed to our real health. I am Dr. Cezar Villarreal. Remember that aging is mandatory, but growing strong is optional. See you in the next video.